Hi, I'm Louise, and I'm very happy to be speaking to you today on International Women's Day. I'm one of the co-founders of a new startup in the tech world called ProTouchStaff, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I came up with the idea and how actually I ended up being a woman in tech when I had really no idea that I ever was going to be or wanted to be a woman in tech. So I come from professional cycling. My career has mainly been in professional cycling, in the management and running of teams. And my co-founders, the other two founders of the team, also come from professional cycling. One of them in race organization, entrepreneurship, management. The other an ex-athlete and athlete management and entrepreneurship. So we have, as well as professional cycling and sport in general, in common, we're also the three of us entrepreneurs. And we had the same idea. For me, it was my MBA that triggered that I actually knew how to do this. So I just finished my MBA in September, and that taught me what I needed to know as to how it could be possible to make this idea in my head into a business. My business partners, they already had the same idea. So between us, we collaborated and we began to build what's ProTouchStaff. So we did our proof of concept, which was fine. And then we started to build the software with a new development team. And they were amazing. So you imagine you have us who have all these ideas, lots of spreadsheets, and just so many ideas, but no idea how to work with software, how to build something in software. So they had to teach us. They took us by the hand and they showed us and they led us through all of the footpath that on the way to build the app. It was amazing. We learned so much. And then we had Gantt charts, we had Trellos, we had Jiras, we did Sprint. They did Sprint. They did a sprint, and then they tested internally, and then they presented it to us. And we were like, wow, this is so great. Oh, and it could do this, and it could do that, and it could do this and that. And they were like, whoa, that's not what you said. That's not what's in the plan. And we're like, oh, how can we do this? And they're like, okay, we want to really optimize your product and optimize your ideas. How can we do this? How can we work together to make the most of this project? So we went back and thought about how our old lives and professional cycling and what would we have done. And we came up with a model to explain to them the difference in sponsorship approaches. So if you're pitching to a multinational corporation, you pitch one way with a presentation, multiple levels of presentation, spreadsheets, budgets, KPIs, value, and finally goes to the board. If you're pitching to an individual entrepreneur or a smaller organization, you get a presentation, you show them the numbers once, and then it's a relationship. You talk and what can we do for you? What can you do for us? How can we make it happen? What can your experience help us? Can your experience also help us? And can we help you? So it's different. And we went back and we explained what we wanted to work directly with the dev team. And we're very lucky that they changed how they work, and we work now directly with the dev team on a daily basis. They don't launch anything, they just build a little bit, they show it to us, we give feedback. We get more and more and more ideas all the time by every great thing that they give to us. We're like, oh wow, it's so good, and we can add this and we can add that. So it's really working. We really like it. The one thing that I would say that so that works for us, that works for us as entrepreneurs who have the idea in the head and maybe can translate it into really, truly followable plan. But I think the other thing that we found that can work for everyone is to begin these projects with an ideation session, ideally offsite, all together in a semi-retreat kind of thing, a workshop, where we go and we ideate, we draw the plan, we speak the plan, we chat about the plan, we laugh about the plan, we trash the plan, we explain where we're from, what we're doing, how we got the idea, and we learn from the development team what software is, how it works, how things can be changed and how they can't, how the base and how each thing is stacked one on top of the other, and how some changes are possible and some changes are huge. And how one change may crash everything because it wasn't planned to be built that way. And I firmly believe that if we had taken this approach, would have been much easier for us and we would have been much more help to our development team, who have managed to deliver us a fantastic app, regardless of the fact that we didn't start like that. So I hope that this is helpful to you and that you're able to use this tip in your own companies and your own development. And I wish you all a happy International Women's Day. Thank you.